Any doubts in what you can say conditions? What are the conditions we covered so far? The first one is
If, sir. If
the
else.
first one is if, simple if condition. The next one is if followed by else. Yes. Next, multiple
If
ifs. We
else.
come across multiple ifs, right? Multiple if conditions. Replace multiple ifs with switch condition. Yes or no? Have you tried all these things or
Yes,
not?
sir.
And nested ifs. Any doubt in these topics? And if else ladder, else if nested if else if ladder. We come across different programs. How many of you did leap year program? Can anyone
Sir, I did, sir.
can you show me that program?
Yes, sir, I did, sir.
Yeah, you please share your screen. I'll just unshare my screen. What is your roll number?
565, sir.
565. Very good. Yeah, I'm giving make an attendee, make a presentation chain. Now 565, right? Please share your screen and show me your
Sir,
program.
how I to share, sir?
There you can find one ఆప్షన్ అమ్మా మీకు ఒకటి కనబడుతుంది చూడండి అది right. Yeah. Is it visible? Mahalakshmi, no, not like that. You do one thing. I'll show you how to share.
Sir, keep it on, sir. Screenshot.
Okay, leave it. I'll go through this. And remaining students, you please fulfill all those applications, whatever I gave as an assignment. Try to finish all those. And at any stage, if you have any problem, you please come up, just bring to me my notice, and we will discuss all those things through practically. So, in a previous class, we come across if else, multiple ifs, nested switch and nested switch, else if ladders, and so on. All these topics we come across with certain suitable, what you can say, programs. You please practice all those programs and do some more programs. I'll give you a list of programs based on these if conditions, right? So practice in such a way that you should not have any doubt in these conditions, right? Next we will see the next topic is loops. What do you mean by a loop or iterators? Have you heard the word loops? Or sometimes you may call it as iterators. విన్నారమ్మా ఎప్పుడన్నా ఇవి?
Yes, sir.
In first year we come across certain loops. Can you name them one
For
by
loop,
one?
for loop,
Yeah, first one
while
is
loop,
for, second one is while, next one
do
is,
while, sir. Do
next
while.
one is the do while. Very good. Here also the same, we are having these three, and along with three we are having one more for each loop. That we will see once we come across arrays, right? So we know pretty well about what is a while and what is a do while and what is a for loop. Again, I just recall those information here along with Java code, and we will see how we are going to be execute certain programs based on this for loop, while loop, and do while loop, and what are exactly these with along with the syntaxes and all. So whenever why we go for iteration statements or a looping statements. So whenever you want to do certain statements repeatedly to execute, say for example, I want to do certain statements repeatedly for more than one time. So at the time I may use loops or iterators. Say for example, I want to find a simple interest, right? Finding simple interest for a single person. So I can use PTR by 100, a simple formula for this, right? If it is the case that I want to read 10 customer information or 100 customer information, and for each and every customer I need to find the same PTR by 100 formula for finding simple interest. So in this situation I need to apply the same formula for 100 times. Yes or no? Okay, Namma? So ఒకసారి చేయాలన్నప్పుడు I can write like this, P into T into R by 100. For if it is 100 times, I need to write 100 times for 100 different PTR values. But instead of writing 100 times, I can make it as a simple loop, and I just ask the loop to iterate for 1 to 100 times. So based on, say for example, if it is for 1000 members, the same loop will iterate for 1 to 1000 times. But only few statements, these statements are repeatedly executed for 1000 times for 1000 different customers. In that situation, it is better use loops or iterators. So whatever the statements you want to repeat for more than once, so at the time we use these looping concepts. Usually Java will have the same for loop as well as while and do while, as well as we come across in first year C language. I'll go through all those things again once. The first one is the while loop. The while loop is a Java's most fundamental loop. Not only Java's, in the C also it is a very fundamental loop. It is having one condition here. If the condition is true, we are entering into the body of the while loop, and we are going to be execute all the statements which are there inside that particular block. When it happens, whenever the condition is true, so this while loop will iterate continuously for as long as the condition or the expression you supplied here it is true. So if it is true, it goes on forever. So we need to do certain updations, and in order to just come out of the loop after certain iterations. So this we can call it as entry control loop. We can name this one all. Another name for this, we are checking in the beginning of the loop. That's why you can name it as entry controlled loop. So this condition, whatever the condition you are supplying for this while, that will be checked for each and every iteration. If it is true, it is allowing to execute the block of statements continuously. Whenever it becomes the false, it simply terminate the loop. And if you are having more than one statement, better mention within the curly braces. So this becomes the block as long as the statements there within the block that are local to that particular condition or particular loop, and those statements will iterate or will execute as long as the condition is true. Whenever the condition becomes false, it simply come out of that particular loop. This simple information regarding a while loop, and we will see a simple program for this. I'll take a notepad plus plus. Can anyone, I would like to print one name. Say for example, I want to print certain information or print numbers from 1 to 10. Can anyone unmute and guide me in order to print numbers from 1 to 100? So I start my program. Is it visible to you all on the
Yes, sir.
screen? So I am just importing java.io.star, right? And I am defining a class, for example, while example, right? This is the class name. Don't give a two spaces, don't give a space between two words, and come inside of the class. I define one function. Which function? I am writing these statements
Right.
without main. Can I run the program? Yes or no? Can I run the program without main function?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If anybody is there saying
Yes, sir.
yes,
No, sir.
no. What do you mean by main? Main is a
No, sir.
method which is going to be understood by the Java compilers. This is the first function which will be called by the Java compilers. And it is a static function which can call this main function without an instance of this while example class. ఈ క్లాస్ యొక్క ఇన్స్టెన్స్ లేకుండా you are invoking this main method. It is declared as a public, so anyone can access directly from outside of this class. This package you can name, fine. So here I just declare one variable, or sorry, this is a while loop. So I define one variable, say for example int I equal to some number, right? Next is I am defining a while. Can anyone guide me? I would like to print numbers from 1 to 100. I would like to put some condition. Say for example 1 to 10.
I
Say
less
for
than
example
equal.
10 వరకే తీసుకోండి, right? So how I am printing the values on the screen? System dot out dot print ln. What I am printing? The value of I. Just print the value of I. So here I am printing the statement the value of I along with the I value. Right? Give a space for clarity. Any doubt in this? So what happen if I just save the program? Here I am having certain mistakes. I'll rectify all those by explaining one by one. Just save the program. Next one is cmd javac and compile Java program. Right? అమ్మ కనపడుతుంది ఆ స్క్రీన్ ఇది. The compilation is done successfully. Just now run the program. It's a simple code. How many times it will print?
9 times, sir.
How many times it will print and what it prints on the screen? This is my program. What it prints on the screen?
0, sir.
How many
I
times
plus
it
plus.
prints zeros? It prints zeros
Infinite
forever.
times.
Yes, exactly. It goes for infinity loop. Why? Because there is no modification of I counter variable and there is no reaching to the end statement, right? So here I just put some value here, I plus plus. If you're not modifying I value means always I becomes 0, always 0 less than 10, always it prints 0 on the screen. Just like, right? But I want to print numbers from 1 to onwards. So I just print the value and incrementing the value by 1. Now I becomes 1, go to the next iteration 1 less than 10. Print the value on the screen, now becomes 2, moving back to the loop again 2 less than 10 and so on. Whenever it becomes 10, 10 less than 10, it simply come out of the loop. So please be clear in this. Something goes wrong, why it is going wrong, where it is a mistake, we should be in a position to rectify and we should be in a position to correct the values. This is not our required output, right? I would like to print the values 1 to 10 only, but it is printing 0 to 9. Of course, it is iterating 10 times, but I am not getting what exactly I want. I want the value from 1 onwards. I don't want to disturb this value.
I value 1.
I want to just modify here, increment the value and print the value. It is also not sufficient for me. Just compile the code and run. It prints only, it prints 1 to 10. Are you getting or not? Okay, Namma. This is the way the loop will iterate based on the value and based on the situation. We need to alter the statements. One more way we can make this one as 1 and we make this one as equal to, right? And here instead of putting one more statement, I don't want this, end and delete, right? After printing the I value, here I can increment the value, right? See how it is. getting the same output. So what happened here? I just initialize the counter as 1 and moving up to equal to 10 and also printing the value, and immediately I am incrementing the value. So post increment here. First print the I value and increment the I value by 1. Okay, Namma. Say for example, I want I plus equal to 2, say for example. What happened in this case? Hmm.
1, 3, 4, 5.
One second, ఇది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. So what happened? You are incrementing 2 times. I plus equal to 2 in the sense you are updating the value of I by 2 times. So it prints 3, 5, 7 and it simply come out of the program, and also 11 also possible. Why? Because 7 also possible, and next 9 also possible. Whenever 9 is going to be updated and prints on the screen, the value 11 will come and show it on the screen as an output. Any doubt in this? Okay, Namma. This is all about you are printing the values. It may be more than or incrementing or decrementing based on the situation. Here I am printing the values from 10 to 1. They are printing the values from 10 to 1. Every time we are decrementing value, n value by 1, 1. Always, if it is more than 0, the loop will iterate. Whenever it becomes 0, 0 less than 0, it come out of the application. It prints all the values 10 to 1. Right? And one more simple application here. What happened whenever I put a semicolon here? See the next program. I define no body like this. Public static void main. I define two variables, some 120, and I mention plus plus I less than minus minus j, and I ended here itself. But please go through this and let me know the answer. Can anyone? కనబడుతుందా program? So here what we are doing, your I value 100 kada, 100 నేమ్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం ఇక్కడ. 100 is moving towards, ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అవుతూ పోతుంది. Say for example 200 is somewhere and 200 is decrementing continuously. So I is moving like this
150.
and j is decrementing like this. So these two will interact at one place. That will end the loop and it shows the mid value. I'll show you how it is.
150,
I define I is 100 and j is 200. Right? Next one is I less than j. So plus plus I as I mentioned చేసింది plus plus I less than minus minus j and the semicolon, right? And I don't want all this. There is no body for the while, only the body ended there itself, the value of I. So here I am printing the value of I on the screen, or you print I and j values, no problem, one by one, right? So what it, please be clear, it is not a syntactical error. So if it is for multiplication, multiple choice question, there may be one option there stating that it is a syntax error. Please don't go for directly stating seeing and semicolon at the end of for loop or while loop and choose syntax errors. So it is a valid statement. And what happened here, try to understand. You are incrementing I value and comparing with decrementing j value. If it is or you can say less than, it iterates continuously, it executes. Whenever these two will overlap, it simply come out of the loop and it prints the value on the screen. See how it is. Just compile the code, same again. So what is the middle value of I is 150, or I becomes 150 and J becomes 150, then only 150 less than 150, it simply end this loop and it shows the value on the screen. Or you can print the same I and J values, try to print on the screen. Amma, is it clear? Are you able to following this code or not? I'm not just giving a simple programs, I'm just giving a little bit different programs. Here the value is 150 and 150. Don't confuse. I is 150 and J is 150. So means I whenever becomes 150, J decrementing and becomes 150, 150 less than 150, it simply breaks. Come out of that infinity loop and go for printing the values on the screen. Here I is become 150 and J is became